Morning YouTube, it's drive time with Grawlys. Just on my way to work, and I thought I'd put a quick update video together. What's been happening? I know my last video log I said about being off work for a couple of weeks on leave, and I was going to try and get some videos done and uploaded while I was off. As you might have gathered, that didn't quite happen. I managed to get some footage done for a couple of videos, but I've not had a chance to edit and upload them. We did footage for Idic Beer's Get It Painted challenge. So the next stages that I've done on the Wraith Knight. We've done all airbrushing on the armour panels. They've been done through shades of dark green to a pale green, and I've also taken the masking film off to see what it looks like with the gems against the green. I think they look pretty smart. So we'll get that edited and uploaded so you can see what the progress is. And now I'm back at work, hopefully try and find some time to do some more updates. Get the white done with the airbrush. I've also done footage for a product review. A few videos ago I mentioned that I'd got some nail art stencils. So I've done a quick review on them, and the end result showing the effects on the Wraith Knight head. I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. I would recommend, if anybody's just looking for a cheap disposable stencil, I think they were less than £3. They came from Hong Kong, but just about the right size, and so I'll get the footage done of that, and you can see what the result of these nail art stencils were. The reason why I've not had time is because in my 2 weeks off, Mrs. Grawlys decided she wanted the hall and stairs decorating, and what I thought was going to be a 2-day job turned into a full week, working from like 8-9 o'clock in the morning till 10, half 10 at night. When I started, I was aware that there's a short banister on the top of the stairs where the stairs turn a corner to the top landing. It was a bit loose, so I thought I'd take that off and reattach it, and that turned out to be a bit of a challenge, shall we say. It was attached to the wall with one bolt, one screw and one nail. So I don't know who had built the house or what they were thinking of when they were putting it all together, but I managed to get the screw out, no problem. The bolt was a rounded head, like a coach bolt, and as I'm pulling, I'm trying to think, this has got to be bolted on the inside, and it turned out it was, because as I'm kind of gently tugging to see if it'll come loose, a big chunk of the wall came out. Excellent. So that meant I had to fill that and replaster it, and obviously make good on probably about a 9-10 inch hole in the wall, where the plaster and the breeze block and everything else came away with the bolt. So that was done, but that put me back a day or two. I'm going to wait for the plaster and filler and everything else to dry before I could paper over it. When it came to the papering, that was a challenge in itself, because on the hall and the stairs we've got square corners and we've got rounded corners, and anybody who's decorated knows that if if you're papering, you've got to try and keep everything square to keep the patterns lined up and the edges lined up. You know, well, there wasn't a single corner that was straight. Every piece went out of alignment, and it was just a nightmare. But as well as that, we've got rounded corners at the top where the wall meets the ceiling. So when you've got a rounded corner on the wall meeting a rounded corner on the ceiling, it just doesn't stretch that way. So that was a bit of a challenge to get that kind of patched and put in place and everything that we need to do. But we got the papering done, and then Mrs. Grawlys decided that the green and the off-white that we'd got to repaint the hallway and stairs, that was now redundant, because with the paper being white, she actually liked the fact that it was white. So I had to go out and get some white silk emulsion and then paint it all in white, and that took a couple of coats because we kept missing patches. And needless to say, it went on a few extra days before it actually got finished. So with all that, that was pretty much a full week, and it meant I didn't have time for any hobby work whatsoever. Also, while I was off, I've had a few hypos. Now, that's with the diabetes kicking in or going a bit wonky. I generally get low blood sugars during the night, so it's like nocturnal hypoglycemic attacks. Now there's two ways it can go. There's hypoglycemic and hyperglycemic. One is where your blood sugars drop too low, the other is where it goes too high, and it's where it drops too low that's what causes me a problem. Now, in the middle of the night, 2:30, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, when you're waking up, shaking and feeling queasy, cold sweat going on, it's a bit unnerving, but I'm kind of used to knowing how to deal with it. So I just kind of end up going downstairs and taking some glucose tablets, and then having something sweet. The glucose tablets are fast acting, so they will quickly increase the sugar levels, but it won't last for very long. So I need something more longer acting with the sugars, something that will not spike but will be a much longer kind of sugar conversions, the way the body converts the carbohydrates into sugars. So that then gets me through kind of breakfast time and everything else and get back to being stable. So it was about 3 or 4 times during the night over the past couple of weeks I've had low sugar levels. Nothing that I've needed help with, because that is when it becomes serious. But when your normal range should be between 4 and 7 on the glucose meter, and you're waking up and it's about 2, threatening to drop into the 1 point whatever, then that's when it becomes serious. But we're over them now. We're back to being stable for a while. One of the problems is when you have a hypo, you feel absolutely shattered and knackered the following day. It really does take it out of you. The other thing that I've had to deal with is some family business. So my dad's house has gone on the market because he's a few months ago. My sister, who has the power of attorney for financial and medical affairs for my dad, she was looking after him and got to the point where she couldn't cope. She's older than me, and obviously not able to physically cope with the demands of looking after my dad, who's in his mid-90s. So the decision was made. Unfortunately, it's not a case of what we wanted, it's what had to be done. My dad went into a nursing home, and his house went on the market. So a lot of my dad's stuff, because the house was being sold, needed to be cleared out. So we had to go down and sort all that out. So that was time out. I'll say sorting all the stuff for getting rid of and keeping, and my dad's in his mid-90s, as I said. He's accumulated a lot of bits and bobs, and like me, junk. He's a bit of a magpie, my dad. So that's done and sorted, and the house is in the final stages of being sold. So that's another thing going on. We just about to run out of battery, so I'll quickly wrap up on this. We've had the paperwork done, signed, delivered from work, so that's a done deal for the 31st of October. Some of the job applications I've had back, and that's been unfortunately not successful this time. So we'll keep plodding on with the job stuff, and we'll get time to get some more videos up, and we'll see you very soon. So before my battery dies, I'll just say take care from Grawlys Lair. See you soon.